Hey everyone. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Cardenas, and I have been at Liberty since kindergarten. Before I get to the meat of my speech and my main points for why you should vote for me, I would like to introduce myself a little bit to all of you. I have a lot of roles in my life, but the main ones are being an eldest sibling, a softball pitcher, and a coach. All of these occupations have one thing in common: leadership. I'm the oldest sibling to my two younger sisters, both of which attend Liberty to me, and I have helped raise them my whole life. It has been my life's job to be a good role model for them to emulate and look up to. With this, I've learned, sometimes the hard way, what it means to be a leader within my own family, how to share burdens amongst my loved ones, and how to support, but also be an individual within a tight community, similar to what we have here at Liberty. As a pitcher, I'm quite literally at the center of everyone's attention, so being relied on isn't new to me. My mood dictates and heavily influences the performance of my teammates behind me, so letting them down by being selfish or unprepared isn't an option. Finally, as a coach for my youngest sister's softball team, I have to balance frustration with gentleness in order to benefit the 11 to 12-year-olds I'm around. They have taught me that compassion is necessary in a leadership role, not just conviction and responsibility. All of this relates to what I want to continue at and bring to Liberty because I really cherish the community here and I want to build on it. Regretfully, I have not been able to be a part of leadership here for a long time. However, that makes me all the more eager for the chance to give back to and serve this community that has given so much to me for the past 12 years. For starters, we need more information and acknowledgement for our athletics. As an athlete, nothing builds and connects a community more than sporting events, and playing for a school is something to be proud of. Therefore, more advertising for our home sporting events both around school and on social media are super important to me, and I want to put a spotlight on that as your school captain. I also want to be an advocate for those of you here who participate in sports outside of our community. I really sympathize with you, and I want to hear about your achievements and get them rewarded and recognized. Just because your accomplishments are outside of Liberty doesn't mean that they should not be heard about or celebrated. The same goes for our events and dances. Too many times I've missed out on events because I just wasn't aware of them due to too small posters in already crowded billboard areas and a lack of a social media presence, and I would hate for that to happen to anyone else. My most important goal is to make sure that I'm honest with you guys and do everything I can to make your concerns known and recognized. I want to be a captain that stands for communication and clarity, so none of you should be afraid to approach me with advice, criticism, or ideas, because I will listen to and consider each and every one of them. With that being said, I hope you really consider me today when you're voting, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Hey everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Will Danahower, or as Grace said, Willie D. Now, in order to tell you a little bit more about myself, we're going to play a little game called Where's Will? If you ever find yourself pondering on the question of where's Will, here are a few things you should know. First, if there's ever a sports game going on, I am probably down on the floor of the student section, losing my voice, often sporting my very prestigious bucket hat right here. If I'm not at a sporting event, you can probably find me in the depths of the robotics room working on a robot that most of you would see as a useless hunk of metal, but I see as my prized possession. If I'm not nerding out on robotics, I am probably planning the next event for DP or planning an ambassador's event. And finally, if it's before 6 a.m. in the morning, you can find me right here at morning weights, pumping some iron with my coach, Russ the Bus. Now that you know a little bit more about who I am and where to find me, let me tell you why you should give me your vote. I have been in leadership for the past 6 years, not only in the house system, but also in order leadership, which means I am very well equipped with the knowledge of both the house and order systems, allowing me to hit the ground running once elected. My goal for next year is simple: have fun. I fully believe that if the leaders have fun, so will the student body. And here are a couple ways I would like to achieve this goal. Where are my house and order leaders at? Mentor group leaders? You guys out there? Yeah. All right, first and foremost, I will put a lot of effort into maximizing the efficiency of the house and order systems so that the leaders are able to lead more efficiently and the houses and orders are able to have more fun in their respective group times. This will involve making the training of our leaders smoother and the transition into leadership roles more efficient. This will lead to the leaders having more time to spend on house and order member, or having more time and money to spend on house and order members as well as house spirit. I promise to finally bring back delicious food during lunch, including berry blend smoothies on Fridays. Yeah. Not just smoothies, though. I will also make sure that we get food trucks like Waffle Lab to come during the lunch another day of the week so that you can order your food and get your food right here at our school. Do we have any athletes in the room? Yeah? Athletes, yeah, there we go. I will make sure that our sports teams are supported at their events by sending out social media posts and putting up posters around the school to get people hyped up and there. And I will make sure their accomplishments are well represented with free dress days and special call-outs in the morning announcements and on Instagram. Finally, I promise to make House and Order Lyceum super fun and engaging, using themed lyceums, crazy games, wild food, and wild prizes for our games. And of course, make sure to have plenty of guest appearances from deans and teachers. And most importantly, I want all of you to know that I do not just say these things to get your vote, but rather these are things I am truly committed to accomplishing during my time as school captain. I hope you know that it is my job to accomplish these goals, and it is your guys' job to keep me accountable. I want you to know that I want what is best for our students, and I will not just listen to what you have to say, but I will also act on it. When asked why I wanted to be a school captain, my answer is simple. Because I have been here long enough to know what works and what doesn't, what is worth fighting for and what is not worth arguing over, and finally, how to have some great fun with some great students. I thank you for your time and consideration. And before I go, I have two things for you to remember. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you're looking for a thrill, vote Will.
Hey everyone, I'm Anagha Mathur, and I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to run for school captain. I have been at Liberty since kindergarten, so I've been through all of the highs and lows of Liberty and can relate to the challenges that each year brings, like block period West Lit with a book you probably didn't know you were reading, or world history with Mr. Mayor's never-ending random assignments. I know that Liberty is rigorous and not exactly the perfect school we all want it to be, but with me as school captain, we can get as close to perfect as possible. My goal for next year is to balance the rigor of Liberty with fun. Who here wants smoothies and food trucks back? Next year,
No matter who they vote, they're all doing
next
it.
year, I want to bring back Smoothie Fridays and have Food Truck Thursdays. I know this seems like a false promise, but with me as school captain, it will happen. I have been in leadership since 7th grade, and I know how to execute my ideas. I have already talked to the admin about smoothies and food trucks, and I know how to make it happen. This next year is also the last year that the junior high will be in this building. I'm going to make sure that junior high events, like Torch Trek and 8th grade graduation, are the best yet. 7th graders, I want to make sure that you will have a memorable last year in junior high. 8th graders, I'm going to make sure that the transition to high school is smooth and easy, and that your first year in the house system is exciting and fun. Freshmen, next year most of you will get your license. I want to try to extend some open campus privileges to all of you as well. Sophomores, you will be starting the hardest year at Liberty. I want to help you through it in any way I can and make your junior year fun, even with the heavy workload. I'm also going to make this coming year for the juniors the best yet as our last year here, and possibly bring back the senior night lock-in. And seniors, thank you for everything you've done for this school already, and I'm excited for you as you begin college. Athletes, I want to better advertise high school and junior high sports, even track, cross country, and golf, so that we can have larger cheering sections for all sports. Actors and musicians, I'm going to advertise your plays and performances more as well. I also want to make lyceums more fun and lively and bring back the Plinko board with prizes like free dress days and gift cards. I'm going to add more snacks and meals to the Eagles Landing. On top of all of these ideas, I want to preserve Liberty's tight-knit community. To me, that's what really sets our school apart from others, not our high test scores. No matter what hallway you're walking down, there's always a familiar face. As school captain, I promise to represent our community by being approachable and kind. Even though I could go on and on about my vision for the coming year, this election really isn't about me. It's about all of you and the coming year you all want to have. As school captain, I will listen to each and every one of you and advocate for the ideas you want. I'm here to create the year you all want to have. So instead of ending the speech with the classic "Vote for me" slogan, I'm going to end it by saying "Vote for you," because this isn't about me, it's about you. I'm just the one who can make all your ideas come true. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brooks Stern. Liberty Common High School is incredible, and I would be honored to serve as your school captain. Student life would just be pretty bussin' with me as your leader. Whether it's during a Lyceum or at other events, I will bring the hype with connection and enjoyment. Throughout the year, I hope to see and care for your needs in any way I can. In the past, there have been significant accomplishments that have not been adequately acknowledged, such as all-state band and choir, robotics, cross-country, golf, and track. So I'll focus on recognizing everyone's accomplishments school-wide, along with getting more free dress days for them. I will work to create a system for senior parking spots. I hope to bring back Smoothie Fridays for high school and middle school students. And I will work towards getting floral for boys worked into the school dress code. And you can trust me to get things done because I'm diligent, responsible, and determined. Also, I've led DT to winning this year for every quarter. Ow, ow! No matter what has been on my plate with school or sports, I've prioritized my house captain responsibilities. So please, vote Brooks for your school captain. Thank you.